What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Austin. You are watching Build and Battle MTG, and today we are going over my favorite budget commander cards. All the cards on this list are under $3, and there's only one of them that's like $2 even, so they're all really cheap. So yeah, before we get started, remember to like and subscribe. It'd really help my small channel out a lot. And if you're new, leave a comment down below. I'd like to see that I have some new viewers. And yeah, let's go. Oh, sorry. Anyways, the first card up is Brash Haunter. So it's for 4 in a red, creature goblin, 1/1 indestructible. Whenever Brash Haunter is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to target opponent, and then you can pay 2 in a red, tap it, and Brash Haunter fights another creature, or another target creature. So, Brash Haunter, this card, these are for commander, by the way, these cards. Anyways, this card plays out like a way better than most people think it will. So just to start off, a 5-drop 1/1 is like a horrible body, but throw indestructible on it, like, okay, that's still like really bad. But whenever it's dealt, like, the ability to fight someone's massive creature, even if it's like 6 each turn, 6 damage is a bunch. And then also you just have this stupid little blocker that you just hold up, and no one's ever going to attack you. So that's where I see this card come in most clutch, is literally just holding it up as a blocker. And then yes, you can pay that 3 mana, but if you literally just hold this card up as a blocker, and it is a goblin, which is like a relevant creature type in Commander if you're running Kranko or something like that. Like, this is in my Kranko deck, and it's definitely one of the all-star goblins in there because it's just so incredibly good. But yeah, no, this is like de-incentivizes everyone in the Commander game to not attack you, because they will be taking a ton of damage. Really, the only way to get around this is trample. Obviously, you have like flying and stuff like that, but and then just the ability to deal sheer force damage like whenever you want to at instant speed is really good. And this card's also like super hard to remove, so yeah, definitely a great card. And I could definitely see this going up in price. So if you guys think this is cool, definitely grab one. All right, next card up is Hydra's Growth. For 2 and a green, it's an enchantment aura. Enchant creature. When Hydra's Growth enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target, or on enchanted creature. And at the beginning of your upkeep, double the number of +1/+1 counters on enchanted creature. Okay, so this card's insane. First of all, it's only like, what was market price? 89 cents for this. So literally any green deck with a commander with trample, like, I feel like this has a spot in that deck. Like, I don't even think twice about it. If your commander is 5 or less and has trample and it's in green, like, you could run this card and easily it could be one of your win cons. Especially if your commander has like some, like, you have like Swiftfoot boots in your deck or something that gives Shroud or something like that, or Hexproof. This could easily be one of your win cons in your deck. Your commander has flying and is in green colors too, to put this in there. Also, if it has a +1 counter theme, this is a really good +1 counter card. It turns any card really into like a remove on site card. And then yeah, so just placing the sheer amount of +1/+1s, and then this gets big like really fast. So if you drop this on like turn 4, turn 3 even, like, it's so good. And it's really good like any point in the game, because then they just have to deal with it. But if they can't, it just wins games on the spot. I've seen this win so many games. And it's under $1, so definitely a nice grab, especially if your deck has to do with auras too. All right, next up, we got Carter Doomscourge. For 2, a black and a red, it's a 4/3. Legendary creature, Demon Berserker, so this could be a commander. When Carter Doomscourge enters the battlefield, until your next turn, creatures your opponents control attack each combat if able, and attack a player other than you if able. And then it says whenever an attacking creature dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. So this is anybody's attacking creatures. And this card is incredibly powerful, especially in budget matchups. A lot of budget decks want to win by just attacking people. So this can just win games on the spot. Like, especially, like, you don't have to attack. So the person that attacks first is the most likely to die, because they're going to have no blockers first, so everybody else can just swing into them. And then also, It's going to drain each opponent, especially the first person that attacks. Each opponent will, on average, lose like 4 life, and you'll gain 4 life, which is a ton. And this card could easily just win games on the spot. It is 2 colors. That kind of sucks, but like a 4-drop 4/3 is a good body, and then whenever an attacking creature dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Like that's already really powerful, and it doesn't even do this first ability, which is insane. And this card's like, what is it, 10 cents? Yeah, definitely a great pickup. I feel like if you're watching this video, you should definitely go pick up Carter, because it's just a great card. This card could easily win games on the spot. It's kind of like that Disrupt Decorum card, which is for 4 in red. It's a sorcery that makes this first ability happen, and it's not even on a body that has the gain 1, lose 1 life ability. Like, obviously, that's for different situations. Yeah. I mean, it's for like the same situations, but it's a different card. You know, it does different stuff. This card's just really good in my opinion. I love it. Also, after all your opponents attack, you're just free to attack whoever you want to with a 4/3 at least, which is a really good body. So like that's gonna hit for a lot, especially after you've just been attacked by 2 other opponents. Like, that's really good. Next up on the list, we have Mosswart Bridge. So this is our only land on the list. So it's a green land. It has Hideaway. When this land enters the battlefield tapped, when it does, look at the top 4 cards of your library, exile 1 face down, then put the rest on the bottom of your library. Okay, so you look at the top 4, exile 1 face down, put the rest on the bottom, and it enters tapped. You can tap it for a green. Nice. Taps for colored. That's good. And then you can pay 1 green, tap it. You may play the exiled card without paying its mana cost, if creatures you control have power 10 or greater. So, in any creature-based deck, I've seen this card. It's exiled like Apex Devastator before, and like game-winning cards like Terrestodon and stuff like that. So if you're running like a what's a deck that runs big creatures? Selvala. If you have a Selvala deck, put this in there. You know, your cards, your deck has like, I'd say like the threshold's like 4 or more 6-drops, and your commander has a decent amount of power. Like, throw this land in. It's just a really fun land to play. Also, it doesn't have to be a creature that you exile with it. Like, you just exile 1 of the cards face down. So it could be like literally anything that's in there. Power 10 or greater. Like, some decks have a problem reaching that, but most decks you'll reach that at some point in the game. So yeah, this is just a fun land, and I've seen this do like really powerful things. So definitely, if you have big creatures in your deck, especially the ones with like trample, because then you can just pair this with another card like Hydra's Growth, and it's just so incredibly powerful. Also, it's on a land, so like, you might as well, right? Anyways, next up, this card might look a little weird at first, but hear me out. It's Viridian Lombo. So, 1-drop artifact equipment. Equipped creature has tapped. This creature deals 1 damage to any target. Equip 3. So, you might be thinking like, what? I'm paying 3 to tap a creature to deal 1 damage to any target? That's horrible. Technically you're paying like 4, because you have to cast this too. But if your commander has Death Touch, this just turns into a tap, remove target creature. Or you can hit people in the face. Or if your deck has Infect in it, then this can hit for poison counters. And my personal favorite deck to put this in is Finn the Fanebearer, because Finn can deal 2 poison counters with this. Or he has Death Touch himself, so you can like pin down creatures. But if your commander has Death Touch, I'm telling you guys, like, this is a really good removal spell in that deck. It works 100% of the time. It's like foolproof. So if your commander has Death Touch, or you have like an Infect theme in your deck, especially a Finn deck, like, this is an all-star in the Finn deck, and I feel like not much people know about that. By the way, I have a Finn deck tech if you guys are interested in that or don't know what it is. Definitely a cool commander. Yeah, this card's really fun to play if you have Death Touch. Maybe not for your opponents, but I love it. And coming in at the last card on the list, we have Infiltration Lens. 1-drop artifact equipment, equip 1. Whenever equipped creature becomes blocked by a creature, you may draw 2 cards. Okay, so you play this turn 1. Like, okay, you already have something on the board. Especially in a Voltron deck, pay 1 later. Like, 1 equip cost is nothing. So you just get this out early in the game. Then you drop a creature. you have 1 extra mana at some point in the game, put this on a creature, bam, you're going to start drawing cards. You can make deals with an opponent, like, oh man, I don't really care about this creature. Will you block it so I can draw 2 cards? And especially in Voltron decks or Infect decks again, I've seen this card draw like 8 cards for 2. Like that's insane. If you have a Voltron deck, I feel like this is definitely like a must play, especially if you have an equipment theme in there, which you probably should. Like if you have an equipment deck, this is good in there too because it's just card draw. Paying 2 to draw 2 cards is really good, but also it will decentivize your opponents to like not block, which in a Voltron deck can be really punishing, especially as soon as you start racking up that commander damage. So yeah, this is definitely a good card to play in there. And that's it for our video, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. Comment down below what your favorite card was, and we'll catch you in the next video.